guys, welcome back to the channel. I'm your host, Hicksydust, here with another Madden playthrough. This week we'll be playing against the Eagles at the Eagles Stadium, and this should be the battle for first place. We are 5-1, the Eagles are 6-0. So if we beat the Eagles, we'll have the tying record, but we will also beat the Eagles, putting us in first place. Now there's a number of things we have to do before we start. We have a message from our offensive coordinator to prepare for the upcoming Thursday game. Thursday night game this week, which means we're on a short week. Going to be hard to install a full game plan and give the team time to recuperate. Tough choice. Do you want the team mentally prepared but tired, or well-rested but less prepared? I always do rest. You get the morale boost, and usually you get like an injury bonus. Like your players won't get injured as much if you give them more rest. I want to give you a brief about Fletcher before a game. He brings a ton of power to the Philadelphia defense, and he has the strength to collapse the pocket against the run and the pass. How do you want to handle him? We're going to commit to slowing him down. Make 1+ rushing touchdown with any member of your team. That shouldn't be so hard, seeing as how we usually get at least one a week with Saquon Barkley. We have an injury decision. Doctors have cleared Kevin Zeitler, but if we play him through the injury, all of his injury and stamina will drop. It's always better just to start the backup. We could do without Kevin for an extra week. We have, again, our players ready to negotiate. We're not going to look at that just yet. We have our scout. We have our college players to scout. All right, we have a couple selections in every round at least. But let's take a look at the 6th round. I only have 2 players there. So let's see what we got, or what we can work with. Okay, here we are. So we are projected to finish the league in 27th place. I don't buy into that hype. I think we'll do better. Okay, we found a left end. We found another one. Okay. Yep, backed out. So those good players, those greens we found, we're going to add them to our draft board. Perfect. Other than that, we have Ryan Khalil coming back to the lineup, our starting center. So we'll have a little bit, our offensive line should be bolstered coming into this game. Perfect. As of this moment, guys, I still have no new NFL news. Everything is just speculation right now. Russell Wilson is frustrated. Deshaun Watson is frustrated. J.J. Watt is still a free agent. Giants are trying to figure out how they're going to pay Leonard Williams. All speculation. Everything's up in the air right now.
Thursday Night Football on EA Sports.
I guess the Eagles got Jacoby Brissett. I don't know what happened with Carson Wentz. They must have traded him.
It's the Philadelphia Eagles taking on the New York Giants.
Just north of the Delaware Expressway and east of Broad Street, we find ourselves at Lincoln Financial Field in South Philly. The scene in South Philly a few moments ago. Boy, the city of brotherly love is fired up. They're saying, "Fly, Eagles, fly," as they get ready to match up with the New York Giants. With Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin. And Charles, you look at this Eagles team as they interplay here. They've got all W's on the ledger so far. A perfect 6-0.
Yeah, still a long way to go in this season, but they're showing everyone early on that they intend to be there in the end.
On the other side of the field for the visiting Giants, they're in a real groove of late. Winners of 5 of their last 6 games.
And last week's win was indicative of how good this team can be. It was a complete performance.
And he'll wind up getting a couple extra yards here for his trouble and bringing it out of the end zone as he's down at the 27. So here are the Giants ready to start their initial drive of the game. And leading them out in his 3rd season from UCLA, a former 10th overall pick, Josh Rosen.
It's easy to see the big-time arm. It's also easy to see the pinpoint accuracy and delivery. But how about his footwork as well? An amateur tennis player, that honed what he can do in the pocket, his ability to slide and move away from pressure and be able to find receivers open downfield.
Now Saquon Barkley, a man who played collegiately here in the Keystone State. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. 15 yards is the pickup there, and the drive starting very nicely. First down.
New York.
From the gun, it's Rosen. And that is incomplete. He couldn't hold on through the contact. Brings up 2nd down. So 2nd down, still 10 yards to go. Ball on the 43. A give to Barkley out of the gun. And he'll take this for about 4 up to the 46-yard line.
That 2nd down play call was not to pick up the 1st down. It was to accomplish what they did to get them into a manageable 3rd down because they had incompletion on 1st down, so they were behind the sticks, so to speak. They needed to make up some ground, and they did.
Now he'll let it go deep right side.
Oh, so close.
They're going to be incomplete.
Well, they've got man coverage on the outside, and my scouting report on these DBs tells me that they love to take matters in their own hands. They want man coverage, not zone. And there was good coverage there that forced the incompletion.
Oh, a big decision here early. Look at this. They're going to go for it on their own side of the field. That's to his
that was a bad idea. I thought.
Not wiggle free. They stop him at the line on 4th down. So the Eagles now, they'll be in great position here to start things out. They'll be let out by their quarterback.
I guess this is Jacoby Brissett's first start.
State, it's Jacoby Brissett.
Interesting.
His stat line last week, that's not going to get him to the Pro Bowl. All right, no touchdowns, no interceptions, but they won. And so the bottom line for him is team won, managed the game effectively, led them to victory. He's doing all the right things.
And he finds his tight end. It's Ertz. And that play will go nowhere. Losing yardage back near midfield at the 49.
Back at the 49.
If you're a selfish player and you're throwing the ball, you're cool with the completion. Maybe not so cool with the yardage loss, though, huh?
Yeah, you went backwards on the yardage. Hey, it kind of works like a sack for the defense there.
Yeah, it's a really big play for them, right? Able to figure it out, sniff it out, and finish it off.
Looking to throw again on 2nd down. Brissett. This short throw caught by Goddard.
Defensively here, you're facing a top 5 team in terms of points scored in the NFL. So when they're that high powered, you got to find a way to hold them under 20. Because to me, that's the magic number. 20 points scored gives yourself you give yourself your best chance to win.
So if they're up around 24, 28, 30, they could be in some trouble.
I think so, because then you turn it into a shootout, and that means your offense has to keep pace.
Nice third down conversion and even 20 yards.
1st and 10 at the
You often hear the phrase sure-handed tight ends, and he certainly fits into that category. Plus, he's got a quarterback who knows to look his way when they need a big pickup. And on this play, he finds him for the first down.
Brissett to throw on first. That's caught by Jackson. A good rally to the football keeps him to only a yard, and it's 2nd down.
He steps out of bounds behind the line of scrimmage.
Into the air once more. It's Brissett. Man open. It's Goodwin.
Brissett's pass.
Only 3 yards on the catch. It's 3rd down.
That's a gain of 3. It's 3rd and 7.
They'll throw again. Brissett. And that is incomplete.
Intended for Marquise Goodwin.
Nice play there to force the incompletion. And to me, one thing's for sure. When you're the underdogs and you're playing on the road, you absolutely have to get takeaways. You've got to get the ball from them.
Yeah, win that turnover battle. Going to be key. They didn't get one there, but you get the feeling they keep making plays like that. They might just get a few.
Yeah, once you get one, defensive teams think they come in bunches.
In the end, the opening drive, Charles, does yield points. Maybe not the touchdown that they wanted, though.
Yeah, but bottom line, they wanted to get something out of that drive, and they did that. 3 points, they won't turn that down at all.
And he'll be brought down at the 28-yard line, so the decision to bring it out of the end zone gets him 3 more. The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. They'll start out on the ground. It's Saquon Barkley. This will go for 5 up to the 33.
26, Saquon Barkley.
The numbers for him from a week ago: 11 carries, 58 yards, and a score.
And now that he's playing a Thursday night game, short week, you know he spent a lot of time in the trainer's room in the cold tub trying to get his legs back for this game.
The first down run got 5. Here's 2nd and 5. Out of the gun, here's Josh Rosen. Toward the right sideline, but it's incomplete. He was trying to hit Taylor Gabriel that time. And it's 3rd down.
It's 3rd down. And 5 yards to go.
Rosen will throw. Flushed out right.
Yeah.
And that will be incomplete.
Rosen on the keeper. Incomplete.
That looks like it's going to be 2 empty possessions now to start this football game. I think they're going to have to sit down and talk about what worked for them last week in their win. Sometimes you over-game plan, overthink things. Get back to what works.
From the shotgun, it's Rosen. Finding Gabriel.
I needed a completion there.
And he'll be out of bounds, but able to
Philly's
get it up
defense
past
has
the
been pretty
45.
stout so far.
Down, no problem. Just a ho-hum pickup of 14 to keep the offense on the field. A first down carry for Barkley. And this one goes nowhere. Losing yardage on the play back at the 46. Officially, it's a 1-yard loss. That's going to bring up 2nd and 11.
A loss of a yard. Brings up 2nd and 11.
On 2nd and 11 now. Rosen. Oh, a battle for it here, and this will be caught. And he has another first down as they'll get the ball down to the Eagles' 30. A really nice gain of 25 yards. They'll look to throw on first down with Josh Rosen. Out to the right here to Shepard. And he will be out of bounds here on what will turn out to be the final play of this first quarter. 3-0 after 1 on EA Sports. A great move, but it only takes him to the 7. He's dropped there. It's a pickup of 4, and it'll bring up 2nd down.
But if you're going to have a relay race, you're probably going to pick your backs and receivers to run it, but don't underestimate the conditioning of the offensive line. They're out there just dictating things, staying on the field, and keeping a long.
And he will take it on in for a Giant touchdown.
And that gets our goal.
Saquon Barkley, his 4th touchdown on the year. And the Giants have taken the lead. A solid blocking up front from the guys on the offensive line allowed him to get in for the touchdown.
Yeah, some might say that the guys on the offensive line were in concert. I used to have a coach who called it marrying up, meaning when you get on a guy, you just stay right there, and each guy has his own assignment. That allowed the runner to make the big move towards the end zone.
Gano now following the touchdown here to kick it away. That's fielded on the back line of the end zone.
Take over first and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
So back onto the field here come the Eagles for their second drive. And after the field goal last time, we'll see what they can get here. At least they got points out of the last drive, Charles.
I've never met an offensive coach that didn't want to drive to end with a kick. Most of them wanted to end with a PAT, right? In this case, a field goal, they'll take it. Way better than the alternative, which is a punt.
Yeah, but you met fan bases that wanted that weren't happy with that field goal.
I haven't met a fan base yet that wants to drive to end with a kick, other than the extra point. That's it.
Not much room here as he only gets it to about the 30. Not much on that run, Charles.
No, that's exactly the way to execute a run blitz there. They guessed correctly that they would move the ball on the ground, honed in on it, and stopped them. Mark that down for a win in the defense's column.
Brissett from the gun on third. And he can't get away from the pressure. The Giants get there. Fackrell in there to get him for a loss of 9 yards, and that also leads to fourth down. And we say it all the time, have to get rid of the ball sooner than that.
You have to help your offensive line out. They're going to protect you as best they can. And if you're getting 3 to 5 seconds to throw the ball, they're doing a really nice job. But when you hold it and give up a sack, you're really almost discrediting their work.
A nice return there of 11 to help mitigate a good punt. And it'll be Giant football, 1st and 10. So now the Giants set to take over on offense. They're on a 3-game winning streak, and right now looking good in this one as well. They begin with a run by Barkley. He's got the first down and more inside the 40. And finally down at the 36-yard line. 16 yards right off the bat and a first down.
Now this is an example of breaking down a defense, because on a lot of these runs, he's getting past the point of attack, and guess what he's doing? Forcing the secondary guys to have to make a lot of tackles.
Throwing now, Rosen on first down. That's complete to Slayton. And down to the 20 he'll go before heading out of bounds. And they get 17 more on that one and another first down. Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on first down.
But one of the ways the quarterbacks keep all the receivers alive in a play, never lock in on any one guy. Make sure you keep your eyes moving, scan the field. And here he finds the open guy for a nice pickup.
And nearly picked off. Surprising to see a defender of his caliber let it get away, but it does get away and it's second down. And he'll wind up losing yardage here back at the 21-yard line. 2 yards the loss, and now 3rd and 12.
With his size, he's a tough man to bring down, but they do a nice job there stopping his progress and not allowing him to get back to the line of scrimmage.
On 3rd down, Rosen. 4th down now looming after Philly's defense stands tall in coverage.
So many times when we talk about coverage, we're just talking about a defender running with a receiver, but a big part of it is understanding where the football is, finding it. In this case, when it arrived, it wasn't a surprise, and he was able to bat it away.
Eagles 3.
So a good kick there to polish off the drive with 3 points.
Yeah, coaches always talk about finishing a drive with a kick. 2 of them give you points, either an extra point or, in this case, a field goal.
Fielded near the back of the end zone. And this will not be returned. It'll come out to the 25.
At their own.
Already at the line, this Philly offense set to go. And on the last go-around, they really couldn't get anything going.
They had to punt from deep inside their own territory, which means they're going to lose the field position battle as a general rule. What they're looking for now is a little more consistency, move the ball at least a few times on offense, get a couple of first downs, and hopefully flip the field.
Yeah, just something to build off of. That's what they're looking for here. Now left side, a completion to his tight end. And he'll get this forward only for about a yard, as that's going to take us to the 2-minute warning. They had the catch on second down, but it didn't help at all, and now they're looking at 3rd down here. Coming up at the half, a reminder, we go back to Orlando to check in with Jonathan Coachman. He'll have a look back at our first half, as well as a look ahead to what's coming up later this weekend. Caught by the tight end, Ertz. And he is going to have an Eagles first down as they're able to get the third down conversion. 10 yards there and an Eagle first down. Finding Ertz again. And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down. 11 more on that one and another first down. Ertz has it left side. And he's able to get this down deep on the Giants side of the field. Boy, he ran free there after the catch as that winds up going for 38. Week 7 action, and we got a 7-point game here in the second quarter. And this offense hoping to change that right here. Again, it's Brissett. Right side caught by Jackson. Now the Eagles will use the second of their timeouts as they get the stoppage with a little over 50 seconds to go in the first half. 4 yards on that last completion, so that sets up 2nd and 6. Brissett again. That's complete right around the 8. And he's able to work it here to the 8-yard line. Give him 3 on the play, and that's going to bring up a third down.
3rd and 3.
He'll be hit and taken down at the 21. The Giants going to go ahead and use the first of their timeouts as they'll stop it with 27 seconds remaining here in the second quarter. The kick by Elliott is good, and that'll bring him back within 4.
Makes the score Giants 10.
So the 3 points here, they're still down, but they put somewhat of a dent into that lead going into the break.
Anything helps when you're trying to chip away at a lead, but they do know that they're going to need a little bit better effort in the second half.
The Giants take over.
Saquon, Barkley, and the Giants offense set to kick off their next drive. He's been effective so far, over the 40-yard mark here in the second quarter. Don't forget about those guys up front, though. They've been effective, too.
The leverage game has been in their favor. They've been the ones who've been able to bend their knees, drop their hips, and get a little bit lower than the guys on the other side of the football, and they've moved them out of the way for the runner.
Sometimes that's tough for those big fellas.
Not an easy thing for them to do.
Open man, Taylor Jabrill. And he'll take this to the other side of midfield before going out of bounds. That one nearly 30 yards, 29 officially.
First down, New York.
Now Rosen. They'll get this out to Barkley, complete. Touchdown, Giants! Saquon Barkley in the final seconds of the first half. And the Giants are able to add on to their lead.
And that's a lead that excites a team as they head into the half. Good way to finish things off.
Yeah, able to extend that lead, and you always say it, that can totally change the complexion of half number 2.
Yeah, it changes your morale, changes your outlook. But even before that, let's see if they decide to kind of squib kick or what they're going to do on the kickoff, because you don't want to give up a big play right before the half ends.
Good point. That's fielded on the back line of the end zone.
Take over 1st and 10. At their own 20.
The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive. And from this spot in the field with the clock where it's at, you think we're just going to see a knee and that's it?
And I think in this situation, that's the proper play. But we do know there's some risk takers out there that may want to take one more shot before the clock runs out.
That time the right guard sending him backwards.
And so many different types of guys rotate in on the defensive line now, depending on situations. You can get the bulky guy, the fast guy. No matter what, though, you can't hold them.
The white flag coming out as they line up to kneel on it. We have hit the second half upon us sooner than we bargained for. Week 7, second half. Let's do it. It's the Eagles ready to see the football first, and they trail here as we resume action in this third quarter. Fielded near the back of the end zone, and the half will begin with a touchback. Second half will start with a run by Sanders, and he'll be upended at the 28-yard line. Just a 3-yard gain there. Here's 2nd and 7 now from the 28-yard
line. It's a pickup of 3. Brings up 2nd and 7.
Another run here with Sanders. They'll only get
time to get him established, but in my estimation, they've got to pick up the urgency here. They've got to get quickly in and out of the huddle and run off a bunch more plays.
They'll try and set up the screen. It's complete. And he's going to come up a bit short. He needed to get to the 35 for the first, but he only makes it to the 34.
So many things have to come together just right for a screen pass to break for big yardage. The blocking, the timing of the pass to the runner, everything has to fit together just right. But on that play, the defense was able to disrupt things and hold it to a short gain.
It'll be a 39-yard punt, no return, and possession will switch hands, 1st and 10. They'll try and get this run game going. This is Barkley. And they're going to have this across midfield and inside the 45. 34 yards there and a 1st down.
But when you're able to break a run against a cover 2 or a 2-deep zone, safeties are back a little ways. What you're counting on is the guys taking care of business up front and then maybe climbing to the 2nd level. That offensive lineman or tight end getting up to the 2nd level and able to block the safety in order to create a big run.
Now making those linemen work with a couple blocks. They look good.
I don't know how that wasn't an interception,
As he was
but I'm glad it wasn't.
And it took the ball off course. 2nd and 10 now. It's Rosen. And his throw's going to be incomplete.
I didn't like the look of that play right from the beginning. I thought he should have seen the coverage that was there, tried to force it in. That one, he's fortunate, just fell incomplete.
Yards to go.
So now 3rd and 10. A big play to start the drive, but nothing since. Barkley, toss play left. And he'll go out of bounds after taking it a little further down inside the 40. It's a gain of 5, but it'll lead to a 4th down.
That was a really nice job by them picking up the run blitz and detecting it and blocking it and turning it into a nice run. And a lot of times you think if you blitz a running play, you're going to smother it. But a lot of the blitzers, they come in a little bit high. They don't have great leverage, and they're easily blocked and turned to the side.
These kickers now, it's like we take them for granted. Kicks like that used to be such a big deal, and now you just expect them to make it.
Yeah, you're exactly right, and we shouldn't take them for granted. But I have a theory about it. Want to hear it?
Yep.
They are more athletic now than ever before. Talk about kickers. Trace their backgrounds, trace their histories. You'll find that they were big-time athletes all along, but their kicking was so prevalent that we made them specialists.
Well, and now those 50-plus yarders seem easy because they stop him for no gain.
Xavier McKinney.
Well, thanks for joining us here on a Thursday night in the NFL. 3rd quarter, 2nd and 10 coming up.
25-yard line.
Out of the gun, Brissett. That's complete to a speedy wideout Goodwin.
Complete to Marquise Goodwin.
The goal for any offense versus his own defense, find the holes where guys are available and put the ball on the receiver before any defender can step up and fill it.
They did it well there. Perfectly executed crossing route. On 3rd down, Brissett. Goodwin able to haul it in. And he is going to have an Eagles 1st down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. It's a gain of 16 and an Eagle 1st down.
44-yard line.
Here's Brissett. And he was hit as he threw it there, and it forces it incomplete. 2nd and 10 now. 3rd quarter action from Philadelphia, PA.
On the coverage.
On the draw, here's Sanders. And that didn't fool anybody. He's going to be dropped in the backfield. And after getting tackled, he's still down and looking very slow to get up. We'll check on his status when we get back. From the shotgun, it's Brissett. And on the catch right side, this is Sanders. And taking it across midfield and inside the 45. It's a gain of 13 and a 1st down for Philadelphia.
1st and 10 at the 43-yard line.
Now Brissett. And he finds his tight end. It's Ertz. And they're going to be set up down around the 15-yard line. 28 yards the gain there on the catch and run. Line of scrimmage, the 15. It's 1st and 10.
Now what we're seeing, this is much better from this offense because so far in this game, no touchdown to this point, And what's usually a direct correlation? Very few explosive plays. That's been their issue. Not able to make that big shot downfield or break one off, but a nice game there for a first down.
And 9 at the 14-yard line.
On 2nd and 9, Brissett. This will be caught at about the 6. And the Eagles are going to be looking at 1st and goal as they move this down to the 4-yard line. And welcome back. We are in the city of brotherly love, Philadelphia. 1st and goal, and they got to be thinking a chance to get right back into this football game. It's the Eagles behind on the scoreboard, but with the football here as we start the 4th quarter. Now a throw to the end zone on 1st down, but it winds up incomplete. He was looking for Miles Sanders out of the backfield, but it'll be 2nd and goal. 3 red zone trips have yielded just 2 field goals for them to this point, so they'll be searching for something more on 2nd and goal here. Got a man open, it's Ertz. Touchdown, Philadelphia. Zach Ertz, his first touchdown on the year. And the Eagles have cut it back within a score.
You get down near the goal line, this is where having a sure-handed tight end becomes a luxury, and it pays off big time, especially when the defense sells out against the run. They find themselves open for an easy touchdown.
Now after the touchdown, here's Elliott on to kick it away. And no return on this one as the fair catch is signaled for and taken.
At the 25-yard line. The Giants.
New York ready to go again offensively. That last touchdown has made this really tight. They're clinging now to this slim lead. Second half, they only have a field goal. This offense needs to kick it into gear.
And right now, I'm looking directly at the field general, at the quarterback. Because to me, he's got to take over right now. By word, pumping his team up, and then, of course, by deed with his play. My high school coach used to say that all the time. Laddie, take over by word and deed.
And deed means action.
Exactly.
Rosen off the play action. Eagle pressure, too much this time. Down he goes.
That would have worked, but we ran right into Barnett.
In for the sack. Well, they go play fake. The problem is nobody was faked out.
And when no one's faked out, what's the end result? Quarterback gets hit.
3rd and long here for Rosen. Flush to his right. He's going to run, but he's got a long way to go. And he'll have this past the 30 prior to going out of bounds. Able to find a seam for 14 yards, but still now facing a 4th down after the scramble. The Giants going to go ahead and use the first of their timeouts. That'll leave them with 2 remaining. We'll be back after this. And here's a big one now. Try to hold this lead. They're going to go for it here on 4th down. They'll try and throw for it with Rosen. And that is incomplete. Boy, it looked like he had it and dropped it. And the Eagles are going to take over in great field position. So they'll come up 1st and 10 now from the 33. So that's a decision that could loom pretty large here. They go for it on 4th down, but come up empty.
But I actually like the call, and the reason? It shows me a head coach has faith in his team overall. First on the offensive side, thinking they can pick it up, but also knowing that he has faith in his defense that if they don't, they'll go out there and stop him. I like the confidence he showed.
They get 6. That'll leave them with 3rd and 4. Charles, this one not over, certainly, but you set the magic number earlier in this game at 20 points. Said that they would need to hold them right around that marker under it. And what are you seeing here?
Well, that number is still in play because we said, okay, 20 or under gives them a chance to win. Right on pace for being in that range. And guess what? They've got a shot.
A 1st down throw for Brissett. This is caught, and he couldn't quite get there. Tackled down at the 1. Back-to-back nice plays, 12 yards that time, and a 1st down.
First down. 1st and goal at the 1-yard line.
They'll try to run with Sanders. And he'll be stopped up at the line of scrimmage with a flag down. Let's check on the call.
Holding offense.
So this will be accepted as it moves the offense backwards. A terrible spot for a holding call as they'll try again, but now from further back on 1st and goal. Oh, no, he lost the football.
Josh Rosen sacked.
Fortunate to get that football back, because trailing here in the second half, last thing they needed was to lose the possession.
And the word I think of here is opportunity, because it could have been lost there. Their chance to score points, but the opportunity for the defense was to go ahead and really close this game down if they were able to get possession.
He was trying to get it to Zach Ertz that time, but now it's 3rd and goal. From the gun, here's Brissett. Going to go to Clement here out of the backfield. And they'll bring him down at the 13-yard line.
Brissett's pass.
Give him 13 yards on the connection, but not enough. 4th down.
Well, they were successful in one sense. They completed the pass, but still leads them to a tough 4th down situation, doesn't it?
It does, and the deficit more than 3 here at a 1-score game. So the field goal, not their ideal situation. Now Brissett on 4th down. And, a crusher there as it's intercepted. Picked up by the Michigan man, Jabrill Peppers.
Well, that's a drive killer right there. Not a really confident throw either. This one was kind of up for grabs, and it's going to come down the hands of the wrong team.
They'll try and run some clock here with Barkley. And he'll be tackled at the 23 after a gain of 3. Whistles now and a timeout. So defensively, they burn it here with 1:51 left. Have to imagine this will be on the ground as well as they come up 2nd and 7. They'll run it again with Barkley. And he's got it past the 30 before he's hit and dropped. Now the Eagles will use the 2nd of their timeouts, and they'll be disappointed to have to burn one there after giving up the 1st down. They'll try and run some clock here as they keep it on the ground. The Eagles will take their 3rd and final timeout as they'll talk things over prior to this upcoming 2nd down play. Now Saquon Barkley. He's got a 1st down and then some at midfield. And he is out of bounds inside the 35. 31 yards there and a 1st down.
Well, that's a carry they have to be satisfied with. And throughout this game, they've been satisfied with what he's given them. Whenever they've needed a big run, a 1st down, he's the guy they've turned to. And it doesn't matter what the defense thinks. They feel like they've got the confidence to keep handing it to him and keep picking up good yardage.
7 yards on the pickup there, and it'll leave him with a 2nd and 3.
Brings up 2nd and 3.
This is Barkley. And he's able to get it to the edge of the red zone at the 20-yard line. 6 yards the pickup, and that's a 1st down.
It's a gain of 6. 1st down, Giants.
They'll run with Barkley. Patrick on Wasor up to make the tackle.
He was brought down by Patrick on Wasor.
So now with 6 seconds remaining, we get a timeout on the field.
18-yard line.
Throw some disrespect on this game.
Add 3 more, little insult to injury here late in the game. This to make it a 2-score game. And the 11-year veteran bangs it through. And that will push the lead up to double digits now at 10. So barring something extraordinary here in the closing stages, that field goal should just about put this one on ice.
Yeah, we've got to find 2 scores. So, we're not going to exactly move it over there yet. It can be done, but boy, it's going to be a little bit of a stretch for them, isn't it?
Yeah, they would have to move incredibly quick and have some luck, too. Already at the line, this Philly offense set to go. This is just an exercise in futility. Do you even bother running a play here offensively?
I wouldn't, because now is not going to erase what's happened during the game. So after it's over, you're going to go to the film, find out where the game was really lost.
So a victory here for the men in blue, the New York Giants. And I know I'm not breaking any news when I say that any road win in this league is a good one.
No doubt.
But it's a double bonus when you get a victory on the road in your division.
And when you start a season, each team breaks down their schedule in different ways. Some do it every 4 games, right? Let's go quarterly. Others say, listen, we've got to take care of our home field. And, out of a 16-game season, if you get 8 at home, let's at least win 7 at home and split our road games. That's what you're trying to get done. So you're exactly right. A road win, precious, especially within the division.
So for the Giants, They remain one of the hottest teams out there as the win moves them to 6-1. And they'll get a few extra days to get ready for next week, where they take on the Tampa Bay Buccaneers. Meanwhile, for the Eagles, they fall for the first time this season after 6 wins to start the campaign. And they will get a home date next week as they will take on the Dallas Cowboys. That'll do it for us. I'm Brandon Gaudin alongside Charles Davis. Thanks to our entire crew as well. We'll talk to you next time. So long, everybody.
All right, everybody. Thank you for tuning in on this episode of Madden. We pulled out a closer one than usual, our usual games, with this win over the Eagles. Hit that like and subscribe button if you guys liked what you saw here today, and be sure to return to the channel for more Hicksydust content. Thank you so much.